Hey everyone, my name is Faith Ndlovu, and I'm so privileged to share a short passage of scripture with you through this devotional. I don't know about you, but I've got a number of social media accounts, and sometimes I take time to find out what's happening in the news online. But before I even get through, like maybe the first or second story, I'm already feeling like I need to complain about something. I'm feeling depressed and I'm wishing there was a solution to a certain problem that maybe I'd read about in the news. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels like that, especially now as we're going through the pandemic. And I'm reminded by the story in Exodus 15 how the Israelites also were known as people that complained about this and that. And so the context of Exodus 15 is the Israelites have just come out of Egypt. They've been rescued by God and they crossed the sea on dry land. And now, after walking for a while, they became thirsty and they needed water to drink, and the only water source that was there had bitter water. So instead of thinking, let's maybe think of a solution, their go to was to complain. They complained and they went to Moses because Moses was their leader, and they started complaining to Moses. But Moses, because he knew where to take his problems to, went straight to God. And I'll just read the passage of scripture that outlines what Moses' response was. Exodus 15, verses 24 to 25. Then the people complained and turned against Moses. What are we going to drink? They demanded. So Moses cried out to the Lord for help, and the Lord showed him a piece of wood. Moses threw it into the water, and this made the water good to drink. So, what I love about Moses is that he didn't become paralyzed because of the complaints that were coming from the people, but he took it as an invite to God and to ask for a solution from God, because God always has solutions to every problem. And he knew, because he's an all-knowing God, that they will come to a place where they need water to drink and they'll find the water being bitter. So what he did was he gave Moses a solution. Moses, take a piece of wood, throw it in the water, and when Moses obeyed that instruction, the water was good to drink. So, for some of us, when we go to the social media platforms and maybe the news websites, and we find things that we can easily complain about, because complaining is so easy, instead of us complaining, maybe we should take that as an invitation to say, God, you see what's happening in my family, you see what's happening in my community, you see what's happening maybe in my job or in my nation or in Africa. Whatever it is that you feel to complain about, take it to God and God will give a solution. We see that God always has solutions even before problems arise in the life of Jesus. The Bible tells us that Jesus was there even before the foundations of the earth. So even before Adam and Eve did what they did and got us into the sin problem that we are now in today, God already had a solution through Jesus to bring us back to Him. So whatever it is that you feel, you know what, I don't know what to do, and complaining is the easy way out. My encouragement to you today is go to God, cry out to Him, and He will give you the solution. He'll give you the practical steps to do to find something that will change your situation.